to NXR Tier 2. We're back from Christmas in the new year, and we're here tonight at Imola. Alongside me, as always, is my normal commentary partner, Milkman.
Hello, Gilfos. I'm very excited for this race in Imola. I truly hope it will be. I truly hope the habits will be open up and will be full west all the way. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm looking forward to see if this is as chaotic as it was last night for us.
Well, I kind of have the feeling it will be even more chaotic. Because some of the charters, of course, with all due respect, are not that experienced yet. So I think they are a little bit more accident prone. So I think either in dry or wet, it will be an exciting race.
Oh, imagine if it rained.
Well, I will be loving life if it will be raining. So we are starting the race with 19 people, with Ryder coming late. So will be the replacement for the last seat?
It sounds like no. I believe Callum has said in the Discord that there won't be a replacement for him. So,
well, that sucks to be an AlphaTauri driver going for the constructors.
Isn't he in Haas?
Are you talking about Alfie? He is an AlphaTauri driver.
Oh no, you said about Jay's. I thought.
Oh, Jay, that's my bad. Yeah, he's an Haas driver.
I was gonna say, wait a minute.
I mean, well, Haas was never going to get a lot of points either way, so doesn't matter for them.
Oh, that's disappointingly dry.
Oh yeah, well, qualification is something else than the race. But
what we should say. Tonight we have 4 drivers taking their mandatory engine penalty for the season. We have Hickster in the Williams, which is Honest Raccoon, I think is his gamer tag.
Yes, that is correct.
Yep. Remaster in the Red Bull, J Wall in the Alfa Romeo, and Shaman in the Aston Martin. Those 4 will be applying their setups, doing like an outlap in Q1, and then just retiring.
They better do, because they know last time what happened with, I believe it was Hurdle, who set an accidental lap in Portimao, and he gained a 20-second back penalty and 5 pen points for breaching NXR engine rules.
Oh, General Jake, weather for quali dry and wet, race dry.
Oh, so we will have a wet quali eventually?
Apparently? Doesn't look like it when you look at the track right now, but
it's a bit cloudy, but the sun is shining at the moment. Well, and NXR and I, like always, is the first one who goes out, trying to set a lap.
Yep, just heading out there. Apparently, well, what is it? Game? There we go. Sorry, I couldn't get it to let me change to what's it called? Not onboard camera.
You experienced some technical difficulties?
In this game, never. Jeffrey asking why J-Wall is ahead of him when his number is 79. Well, let's find out when J-Wall leaves the pits. We'll see if he's actually got number 79. Because some people don't have the correct numbers on their cars at times.
Yeah, we'll see if some people have duplicate numbers again.
Manoy's changed his. I know Manoy used to be one of the many people with a number 2. But he has now got the correct number of number 13. Lucky for some. Not been great for Manoy this season.
13 is a lovely number for me, because it's actually the date in June where I've been born.
Ooh. Well, there you go, everyone. You now know Milkman's birthday. If we stick around, we might get his other personal info, and you can steal his identity.
Who doesn't want to be the milkman? Well, I'm on the
What is
lap with
happening?
Minai, and he takes the first couple of corners a bit right, so he lost a bit
My
of time.
game is frozen.
Alright, so they will enjoy my lovely commentary, not knowing if they will see what I see. So Killforce can hopefully sort his technical difficulties out.
I mean, I can give Manoy a great screenshot of his car coming through the first chicane, but yeah, no, my game is completely frozen.
I'm sure Minori would love that. Well, he's he just exited the double right-hand corner, entering the chicane in sector 3. And I gotta say, he takes that quite well. He takes that quite good. I'm sorry that I interrupted you, Killforce.
I'm gonna have to restart my game. Give me a minute.
Alright, we also then a bit.
They okay, they can hear us again.
Again? Alright,
Yep, we're back.
Just crossing the line. Well, Elsie said in 15.5, and Callum went 2 times faster within 15.3. Raven Brenwen, or however you pronounce his name, did the 79, so I assume we made a mistake. Well, traffic is so bad, and our lovely boy Callum decided to use the green walls. Was he one of the people who did this engine penalties?
Who is?
Callum 28?
No. I think it's Brewmaster for the Honda teams.
Ah, I see. Then I find it a bit odd that Callum 28 went on Inters. Well, the sky is nice blue.
What it could be is there are 18 people currently in here as I finally get back into the session. Concerning news for everyone, Halsey is once again your lobby host.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, I guess this lobby started with the European servant, so I think it stays there as long as the game is active.
We're gonna find out. But basically, what has happened is there are 4 drivers who are taking their grid penalties. Now, if you notice how many people are in the lobby, only 3 people are getting knocked out this session.
So this could actually be some big brain play by Callum 28 and DX Phillip. They definitely have watched the Aston Martins of Portimao 2 weeks ago. So
well, General Jake has set his time on full wets. Motorcycle is on Inters, so is Callum. Hurdle is on Inters, so is Philip, and Brewmaster has them selected. It's just saving a set of tires that you don't need to burn.
Yeah, and also like later on there could be rain in the qualification, but the race is dry, so you don't need the Inters anymore during the race.
Nope. So it's a weird choice because like if you're not careful, you can very easily mess it up. But it's definitely useful to have that extra set of tires. You just need to be cautious on the lap.
Yeah, definitely, because like you don't even need to push like 28 does. There's a Ferrari behind him. There's Luke Watkins. Luckily for Callum, he is not on a lap, else he would have definitely blocked him massively. Oh. Callum goes deep. And he invalidates his lap. Good job, Callum.
So, little fun fact is that the first time I saw anyone do this strategy, it was Shaman in a league before NXR.
Wait,
Back on F1 2020 he did this.
So Shammy proves that he got big brain for a long time.
I like that Night Owl has set his time on softs, but has done a 216 and is just limping his way around to the pits. He is taking nothing out of those soft tires.
I mean, there's also a way to save a set. Like, these set of soft tires are basically skirt tires now, so he can still use to get a good banker in for Q2. Or maybe even Q3.
Honestly, it's a pretty great idea.
Well, our snail Night Owl goes into the pit lane. To be honest, with people knowing that nobody will be knocked out, this could be a bit of a still Q1.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a very quiet Q1. Oh, migrating host. Uh-oh, has Halsey disconnected?
Yep, I guess Elsie's disconnected now, so somebody else will be nosed. I hope.
Hey, who knows? Maybe it'll give it back to me.
I hope, with all due respect, it will not be an American host.
It's a little bit of lag. Callum comes across the line of a flying 127.2 on those intermediates. The fastest of the intermediate runners.
I mean, Callum definitely pushed, but like, yeah, I mean, he said a lap, but like, it could have been a bit risky as well.
I mean, all you have to do is just not crash.
Yeah.
Alright, who was it that Shaman was talking about? Number... Oh, actually, wait, update... Yeah. That'll still be fine, because there's currently only 3 people that'll get knocked out. Rydell will get in. That'll make it 4. And that's the 4 getting with the engine penalties, so...
So all those drivers will be still fine, unless Jay at the last moment will suddenly join as well. Then they are screwed.
Basically. Also, update on J-Wall. His number is 66 on his car, which is why he's ahead of Shaman. I don't know if that's,
I mean, I think it makes sense, but also with...
Well, I'm trying...
Yeah.
So I think it's meant to be 79 for his car number. No, he's number 66, it's just we haven't updated his Discord name. No, he's right. Okay, never mind.
Well,
Shaman, retract your scumbag.
Well, there has been a little discussion going on regarding engine penalties. Who will be on top of the other one who has engine penalties? But like, I think it doesn't really matter where you are starting when you have an engine penalty, because yesterday we have seen that Pass did an amazing job getting on the podium while having an engine penalty as well. I believe he started like the 18th or so. Don't quote me on that.
No, yeah, he was... Actually, he was, I think he was right next to me. And I was... 16th? I was the one person out in Q1. Whatever number that would be.
Okay, so basically that P17, but like, I don't think it doesn't really matter how you start, because you cannot really make a lot of overtakes unless an incident happens. Then that changes the case. So, yeah, I think when you have a good enough racecraft, like Phillips has proved at Imola, and Gift Verlacan did at Portimao when he took his engine penalty and ended up P6, you can still get a major result. But may I also address you guys, our long-term viewers know that Callum 28 is probably, with all due respect, a lower midfield driver in Tier 2. But today, he made a bold statement for all the drivers who took their entry penalties and some drivers who are not able to race here today. He made a bold statement after the qualification. He will be starting P5 or higher.
I'm gonna restart the party, see if that fixes it. Like, there's some audio issues where your mic being very crackly.
Well,
I'm just double checking this.
whose mic is cracking me?
Yours. It's a Twitch on Xbox issue, but I'm gonna start the party just to try and see if that fixes it.
Okay.
We have all the technical difficulties tonight. There we go. Also, no, it was Jake. I had it up on my, I checked it on my phone and I could hear it, so I'm just restarting the party to see if that can solve the issue. Hello? It's just all the technical difficulties tonight. I don't know what's going on.
I do sometimes get a little feedback from you, like a little cackling.
Oh no, like, what this was is, I heard it on, like, I heard it on stream when you were talking. Basically, it's like an issue where sometimes the Xbox party will break.
Okay.
It hasn't fixed it. Okay, let me try one more thing.
Are we back online, by the way?
Oh, wait, why is my mic muted? God damn it. Yes, sorry, we're back online.
Yeah, why did you mute your mic?
I didn't. So, okay, this controller I've got, when you plug a headset in, the mute button automatically turns on. And it also does that when the controller first turns on. So it auto-muted itself when I like turned it off and turned it back on to try and see if it fixed the audio issues. I just forgot.
Oh, you gotta love it there. Xbox,
Yeah.
your controller, Cody's, EA. I love the
Everything is
combination.
not working for me.
At least I hope that I don't have technical difficulties, so we can make this stream somewhat entertaining.
I mean, it's still a little crackly, but that is about all I can do.
Well, it's like very disturbing.
I don't know. It's not that bad.
Okay. I'm sorry, our lovely viewers. You're probably wondering what is going on. maybe some of you already know, but we are experiencing some technical difficulties again. You really
Apparently everyone is
go ahead.
seeing Minoy in 14th place. What position is he showing for you right now?
He is in 14th.
Why is he showing in 6th for me?
That's weird because Hegenio for me is in 6th.
Yeah, Eugenio's 7th. I've got Minoy here with a 118.3.
But for
Apparently for everyone else,
now it's just changed on my screen, but in 18.3.
Okay, so now he's there. Okay. I don't know if I want to smash the Xbox, the game, or just my head. Yeah. We might. Hopefully not. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, like... Everything is not wanting to work for me today.
Believe me, brother, I have the same feeling at times. I know where you are. But either way, this will be wrapping up Q1. No surprises because nobody got knocked. Oh, hold up. Did you saw on your screen that Honda Sukun got knocked out? Oh wait, Honda Sukun got a quit. Has an ancient penalty.
Yeah,
my bad.
Sakun had a penalty. The person that I think might be interesting is Luke Watkins, because I think he crashed out, and he did not have a penalty.
Oh, there's a big oof, a big amateur moment from Luke Watkins.
So that is not ideal from him, because that locks him into 15th, and that's his qualifying done.
Yep, that is definitely the case. But right now I'm very excited to see Q2 where people will push every corner to the limits. Some may make mistakes and crash out, but hopefully we will see a great qualification and I hope there will be some surprises. For example, Lion not making a pole position. And also, when the technical difficulties interrupted my story about Callan 38, claiming with all the ancient penalties and people who are not here able to race, that he can get a top 5 qualification. That boy is talking like he has some 2 massive guns in his hands. Will it be actually massive guns or will it be just 2 tiny water guns?
I mean, we're gonna see. This will be the first session where we actually get to see the pace that everyone has.
I think for me, the people will guarantee making Q3 if they have no accidents. Will be Callum 11, Halsey, Hurdle, Lion, DX Philip, and Rio Phantom.
I don't know. I think Lion is the only one that I'm 100% sure will make it in. I don't know who else will make it in. Things could go very wrong here for people. This track is very mean and will punish you for any little mistake you make.
Oh, I know that because I think crash out 2 laps to go in tier 1. We could be at basically we can call it the milkman wall now.
Oh, the Milkman wall, just opposite the George Russell wall.
Indeed. Unless I didn't crash out by a safety car, but because someone, I will not call names, because that is disrespectful, has some lack of awareness. Either way, that's the past. I've forgiven him. We talk it out, and let's continue. And the first person who's out is Rio Fenton. And he's on soft, so he is not qualifying on mediums.
It's not Rio.
Is Rio not out as first?
Higino.
Oh. What the fuck? Sorry for my language.
I'd been like following him for like basically the majority of his outlap, and then you're like Rio Fenton the first. I'm like, hold on.
I got confused by the older Alpha Tauri driver. My bad. I guess that is what you get when you get old.
Don't talk to me about being old.
I'm 26. You're probably like 20 or so.
Wait, you're 26?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, I thought you were younger than that. I'll be honest.
Thank you for the compliment, I guess.
Dude, I'll be honest, I just assume everyone in this league is like 18.
Fair enough.
Like 18 or younger. I feel like I always felt like I was the old man, and then I found out like Rob's older than me, and like now you're older than me. I'm like, what the hell?
Man, you just got rid of your diapers.
I'm 25 in a month, I'm not that young.
Oh no, I thought you were like 21 or so. Either way, Gino will finish.
Is a hint.
Gino will finish his lap while we're discussing age, and it will be a 17.6. First lap, I'm pretty sure it will be beaten. Well, it already did by Callum 28. I have to say, it has to be a way better lap if he has to make it in Q3.
We will see. We'll see what everyone else has to give around here in Q2, because we've not really seen the full pace of all of the tier 2 drivers with the different strategies that went on in Q1. A 17.8 coming out of Raven there in the Alpine, followed by, I believe that's Halsey in the Ferrari about to come through. No, wait, oh, was he just starting a lap, or was he invalidated? I don't know.
Well, by now I'm on board with
Rio
Fenton. He has the pole sector too at the moment, so he's definitely getting faster than the 3 guys who had set his lap already. He doesn't invalidate it somehow. He takes the last corner very nice.
I don't know if he may have been put off by that Mercedes there, but a 1:15.3 from Rio. Okay, well.
That's definitely a lap that could possibly be saved in tier 2.
Oh, 1.8 seconds up on yeah, 1.5. 1.5? No, 1.8 seconds up on Callum at the moment. It's a decent gap. We would think it would be safe, but you can gain a surprising amount of time around here.
Yeah, and right now Callum saying that he will be top 5 after the qualification. I mean, he got to show way better with this time. Because right now he's all talk with no performance.
Hurdle invalidating on the last couple corners.
Oh, that is fortunate for him.
Here comes Manoy, a 17.7. Jumps him up just ahead of Raven, and there's a bit of a Larry moment there coming down the start straight.
What happened?
He got very close to the grass on the left.
Ah, I see.
And the camera angle was in just the right spot where it would have, like, it looked like he was about to just go flying into the wall.
That would have been a spectacular crash. And Ryan off with a 16.8 on mediums. I mean,
not a bad lap from him.
I don't think it's an ideal lap on mediums. Well, Ryan, he's ignoring safety regulation, is driving without a helmet. Good job, mate.
Oh yeah, that'll be because he joined late.
Yeah, I know. But
sorry, Higino had just taken 3rd place, just jumping up a little bit ahead of Ryan, and then Lion has now taken 2nd, about 8 tenths quicker than his teammate, also on mediums.
I mean, it will not be an odd gamble to go on mediums, because they're like 4 people on softs who are not even close to a 16 flat.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting seeing how spread out the field is come the end of this session. Night out there over 16.6, also on mediums, slung himself in. I think General Jake about to come in with his time. There it is, 6th place with a 1:16.8 as well. Oh, Night Owl goes around at turn 2, 3, 2.
Yeah, basically the first couple of then we see an Alpine drive with General Jake going away as well.
It's gotta be fun for Halsey to watch. He sees a McLaren getting back on the circuit and then an Alpine facing the wrong way. It's not the way you want your outlap to start.
Well, it's not even a way. What is General Jake doing? He's like going into the gravel.
He went into the second chicane as if his tyres weren't overheated.
He's pushing too hard.
He just needs to come back to the pits, if anything.
Yeah, just replaces overheated tires with some softs.
Probably. Everyone odd outlaps here. TX Phillip, the first of those odd outlaps to start a lap. Sadek Hurdle not too far behind in the Aston Martin. Both drivers on mediums. That Red Bull's got to be very careful right in the braking zone as you come into turn 1. We're calling it turn 1. I don't care.
Yeah, Callum 28, my teammate, got a little bit in the way, but I don't think it hindered him. But it's a bit of a dangerous pit exit. Not gonna lie.
It's not the nicest place to come out of the pits. Philip looking good so far. Chaotix with the legendary Vamos in chat. Nice to see him around.
Chaotix, my man. How are you doing, man? I miss you already.
Chaotix, Season 2 champion, and then Season 3 runaway, I believe. Well, and then Season 4, he went home.
Yeah.
Retired to the old folks home.
Indeed, he thought it was time to hang up his wheel and call it a day. And he will be missed every day of the week.
He thought he was Alonso, turns out he was Rosberg. Meanwhile, TX Phillip comes through with a 1:17.0, so does Sadek Hurdle, almost identical times, only less than 100th between the two cars.
What I do notice about the tire strategy is that a lot of the top dogs, except for Rio Fensom, who thinks he is safe because he retired, are going on the mediums. So they do have the confidence that not a lot of people will jump them regardless if they're going on the softs or the mediums.
Well, Lion has selected a set of softs, but I don't think he's going to need them. Halsey has taken the fastest time away from Rio Fensom there on a set of soft tyres, putting in a 1:15.3, only just quicker than Rio. Night Owl has done another lap on those mediums, improving up to a 1:16.1.
You gotta be careful with doing many laps on the mediums, because even though you can make a soft medium or a medium soft work, in both stints your tires will be very worn out. And if you do too many qualification laps on the medium and you were starting on those, there's even a possibility you will be in puncture territory. And then you have to go on the less ideal medium hard strategy, which is too slow on this track.
2 drivers left to set a lap time at the moment, Motorcycle and Callum 11. Callum 11 just came into the pits after invalidating his lap. Motorcycle is currently limping his way around with an invalidated lap. Not a great time for either of those drivers. Who is on circuit? Callum 11 is actually on a flyer right now, just coming towards the end of Sector 1 in the Red Bull. And that's invalidated. Well, moving swiftly to Raven, who I don't know if they're actually on a lap. I think they are, as they come down the hill into... isn't that Aqua Minerale?
I think so. I'm not good at car names, but you know what the heck, I'm searching it up on Google. Yep. Getting a track layout, and then we are up to date. We should be better commentators than that.
Well, I know a load of tracks. I don't know Imola because it's been like, what? How long ago was 2006? 16 years ago since this track was actually like on an F1 calendar.
Yeah, I have to track. I have the picture in front of me, and it is indeed Aqua Minerale. I'm sorry for my poor Italian, by the way.
I think that just means mineral water, if I'm remembering right.
I think so. Yeah, probably this gonna sponsor the company in Italy or something. I don't know, but I don't know why it will be calling it water, basically.
I mean, there could just be like some sort of like either pond or something of that nature nearby. I mean, it's like how Eau Rouge is called Eau Rouge, which is just red water, because there's like a sort of reddish lake or something, or pond nearby the corner.
Well, I mean, it's typical for all the casualties that have happened there. With all due respect, of course.
Raven has set 4 laps on those soft tyres. Motorcycle finally getting a time in. It's not good enough to get into Q3 currently with a 17.5. He's going to need a bit more on those medium tyres.
With just 2 minutes ago, which probably have a little bit more time for the people who are actually doing the qualification due to a timing glitch.
Maybe not. I think in Q2 and Q3 it tends to settle itself down a bit. But as we come onto the flying lap here with Callum, I'm going to go on board. Other Callum getting out of the way. Higino retires. The top 6 all feeling safe. Drivers below them are setting times or on outlaps currently. Why is my lap data not up? There we go. It says purple sector 1. I don't believe it. The game lies. Oh, apparently Philip was saying rain in 10 minutes, so that might mean we'll have rain maybe halfway into Q3?
Definitely. I hope, well, it's definitely getting darker now, so Q3 could be possibly an inter-qualification. So that will be spicy. Well, Callum 11 is going to enter the turn 17, 18 and 19. Taking turn 18 very narrow. Turn 19 also very nice. He's going to get over the line. What will his time be? It will be in 52.
It's pole.
It's pole position in Q2.
Oh, there's an Alpine that's had an issue. That's General Jake being very slow through Variante Alta. And Manoy coming through just behind him, avoiding him as they come down the hill. Two real turns left to go, and then the little kink in the straight, which is supposedly a corner according to this map, and I don't believe it. But Manoy keeping the car to the right. No, he's not. But jumps up to 12. 117.3. They have enough time to go for another lap if they so wish. Callum 28 in 10th place right now is up by 2 tenths on his best lap. TX Phillip has jumped up to 6th place as well. Callum will be the next person to complete a lap, so we're going to watch. And Callum, never mind. Callum has invalidated, and I will keep my mouth shut because that may have been a jinx.
Well, Callum 28, you said you will be doing so well in qualification. Well, you cannot.
I mean, he's still in.
He's still in, yeah, but like he said, he will be top 5. Well, he's not nowhere near that.
I mean, he's what? He was 2 tenths up in the first sector alone. That would have put him 8th place. Actually, no, that could have put him 7th place. He's not far off.
That's definitely the case. But like, an invalidation doesn't mean shit. But he is through in Q3, which is very commending from someone his stature. So well done, my team principal.
The weird bit is, he's your team principal. I'm the one that probably should be a bit more critical here.
Well, I think knows me that I don't give a fuck in certain situations.
Well, so just seen posted in the chat how much time Callum was gaining on that lap.
And how much time
he would have gained 7 tenths.
That would have given P7.
That would have put him P7, but again, within 2/10 of those in the top 5, so he wasn't far out. He was very close there if he had that lap together.
He definitely did.
I think maybe you shouldn't be counting out your team principal too early.
Well, we see the lovely face of Jarno Opmeer in an Alfa Romeo suit, with Callum 11 taking first place in Q2, Elsie second place in Q2, and Rio Vansom rounding out the top 3.
Also worth knowing, Lion, Night Owl, Ryan, and Jake, the 4 drivers getting through on medium tyres, giving them a bit more options when it comes to strategy later when we get to the race.
A scared
Both
girl are
Mercedes.
just out on mediums with 4,000 of seconds, so that sucks. So it sucks to be hurdle. But either way, I'm now more prepared. I have the track layout with also the names on my phone, so we'll be doing good.
Yeah,
and there's no rain, so I expect
Not
a
yet.
lot of drivers will be going out directly to get in front of the
see
rain.
1, 2. Yeah, Alpine have sent out General Jake already. There's a... Oh, yeah, there they go. There's both AlphaTauris. There's a McLaren. There's a Mercedes. Are the AlphaTauris side by side in the pit lane? No, there we go. They sorted themselves out. Everything's fine.
Lovely, lovely. And by the looks of it, every driver going out directly, so the rain must be in for like 5 minutes or so. So this is basically a one-shot qualification.
The only person waiting at the moment is Ryan, which is a bold move given what we have been told about the weather, but we don't know. We don't have the information. The drivers are those of information.
I feel like he will be doing a Lewis Hamilton in Hungary. Well, they thought it will be still raining, but it turned out dry and he was the only one starting the race on the grid of Inters. Well, everyone else was on soft. But I think I see already some rain.
Smart.
I think I saw some droplets.
He could have been smart because he's given himself half a lap between him and any other car on track. So he's got plenty of space, no worries about traffic.
But on the
It's
other
just a
side,
question of if the rain gets here.
if the rain gets in now, which I believe it did, because I think I saw a few droplets, but I could be mistaken. But if that is the case, he screwed himself up massively and put himself in a big disadvantage.
Well, if we hop on board with General Jake, we'll see the rain if it starts appearing on the halo. That's normally one of the easiest places to see it when it starts.
Well, I'm driving on board with Callum 28 because why not?
Nice and tidy through Tosa, using all of the track very close to the edge there for General Jake, nearly invalidating as they climb up over the hill. Bit of a snap of oversteer. He's in the grass. Can he save it? He's around. No, that's game over for General Jake. And that's going to put off all of the people behind him. Night Owl's invalidated. Higino hasn't.
Confirmation, the rain has started. The rain has started.
The rain is here. General Jake's just crashed. Everyone coming past that section is having to avoid the wreckage of an Alpine that's almost on the racing line on the entry to Acqua Minerale. And now Higino's going to be the first person to set a time in the... No, he's not. It's Rio Fensum, the first person to set a time in the AlphaTauri. Because Night Owl invalidated. The rain is here. How quickly will the track get wet? It's a 15.9 from Rio. A 17.4 from Higino. 15.3 coming out of Lion. TX Phillip jumps up to third with a 16.1. A 17.4 for Callum.
Not good.
15.9 from Halsey. And a 16.0 from Callum 11.
Callum is not good enough for the top 5 spot at the moment.
Ryan will be the next person across the line. He goes wide there. He invalidates. He's going to have to go again. Night Owl now on an increasingly wet track on these soft tyres. Can he get a good time in, or is it already too late? It seems like the grip is already going.
I think for him the max it will be P6 between Eugenio and TX Philip. But like, I think better than that it doesn't get. And it seems like we have Lion on pole position with 7 tenths ahead of Rio Phantom. Excuse me, I cannot count, I cannot do math. 6 tenths.
Just under 6.5. As
No.
Nadal comes through to set a time, it's only a 1:19.9. The track is gone. There's no
DRS
speed
is
left.
disabled.
DRS is disabled.
Oh.
It's over.
The qualification is over. So we basically can call out the grid already. P1 Lion, P2 Rio Phantom, P3 Halsey, Callum P4, TX Philip P5, and Genio P6. Callum 28 telling us that he will be top 5. Well, he is 2 places away from P7. He is close, but shame on him. He had a big mouth but didn't make it through. Night Owl P8. General Jake somehow is P9 even though he crashed out. And Rydell, basically he only has set a time and he beats General Jake. So assuming that he will make a time. Rydell
He is struggling.
Rydell will be P9.
Hegino as well has decided to continue on, even though the track is Rydell just can't even make the corner on these slick tyres. He's just keeping it within the lines.
I mean,
he's not even going to set a time.
I mean,
he's just taking P10. He's not even bothering to set a time.
He's going to set a time on Inters.
I mean, he could. It'll probably still be slower than Night Owl's time, so I don't really see a...
Yeah, but like, he will be P9 if he sets a time anyway, because Daniel Jake crashed out.
Well, then why wouldn't you have crossed the line just now? Because...
I mean, it's a bit of an odd play.
Yeah.
Or he may...
Drivers are tiring. Philip, Halsey, thinking they're done.
Yeah, I think everyone who has said it, a lap is done, so I think that's a smart play to retire. Well, Rio Phantom goes out on the Inters.
Oh, he's going for it. Okay.
I mean...
I guess we'll see what he can do.
Will we still there be rain in the race? And maybe he's going out because he's getting used to the wet conditions for Sunday?
I mean, we've seen that the race is apparently going to be dry, at least that's what drivers have told us. Plus, don't forget, qualifying and the race technically, even in the game, will take place on separate days.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I don't understand the Rio Phantom logic. Well, Rydell has decided to retire, so he doesn't care about P9 or P10.
Well, I don't know what more we're going to really get out of this session now, other than seeing what Rio does on these intermediates.
Maybe he just wants to give away a spectacular show for the fans, you know?
Imagine he puts in a 1:14.
As a lovely, caring person he is. I mean, it will be massive if he can put out a 1:14.
Halsey saying he's bottled again. Only just off of Rio Phantom in third. I wouldn't say it's a bottle. I think that's still a really solid qualifying.
I would say it's a bottle
also...
as well, but maybe he would have loved to have front row and challenged AC Lion.
I will say, 1.5 temps covering Rio Phantom, Halsey and Callum. Those three very close. Then just another 10th back to TX Philip.
Oh, Rio Phantom testing the limits.
People are trying things on those inters. It is getting spicy out here. The grip is seemingly not even there on these inters.
Oh, Rio Phantom had a snap of oversteer on Stoza.
The real question is, will we have to wait the whole 3 minutes and 24 seconds, or will they... Oh...
Rio fans have been
Slide.
validated. Good job, Rio.
Where's my drink? There it is. Like, will we have to wait the full 3 minutes, or will the drivers out there retire and let us go to the race a bit early?
I mean, I'm sure all the other drivers get go have a little, go have a break a little longer, go to the bathroom, taking a nice poo or a piss, or grabbing some drinks. I mean, it's a bit comical, I'm not gonna lie about it.
I'm curious why they're going out. Oh, Callum's off in the gravel on the exit of the second chicane. Is that Villeneuve? That's Villeneuve.
Well, if the weather forecast is predicted dry for the race, I do find it a bit odd that they go on inters. If they know something that we don't about the weather, and it will be inter conditions somewhere in the race, I think they do. I think it's a smart idea to get a bit used to these conditions.
Yeah, it would be, but it's just like, I just don't think it's really worth it. Like, the race, as far as we've been told by the drivers, is forecast to be dry, so this is just an unnecessary exercise.
Yeah, a little bit of time wasting.
There we go. Callum now into the pits, retires. We will move on to Q3 finally.
But I have to say,
Oh, no,
even though Callum 38 didn't reach top 5, I have to commend him on his performance getting P7. Like, it's a very good qualification with the rain coming on this way as well. I think he get a max out what he could have done.
Yeah, I think he did a very good job getting in 7th place there. He wasn't too far off of 6th, although the gap between 6th and 5th being 1.3 seconds is fairly surprising with TX Phillip. But your front row will be AC Lion and Rio Fensum. Halsey and Callum in the Ferrari and Alfa Romeo lining up 3rd and 4th. And then obviously Phillip alongside Higino, Callum and Night Owl. And then General Jake crashing out and Ryan waiting too long and just not getting a lap in.
Yeah, it seems like that was definitely no big race by Ryan. Waiting so long. The rain definitely came too soon for him.
I'm just gonna decide. Let's give them until 21:27.
Yeah, like Jamie said in the announcement, fuck it, we don't need 5 minutes.
Here we go. The time is set. We've got about 3 minutes. Just giving people a moment.
Well, what do you think? What will be your top 3? Who do you think will win and who will reach the podium?
I feel like Lion winning is a fairly safe bet. I don't think it's too crazy to think that he could win this race. As for 2nd and 3rd, if Halsey's internet holds up, I think he's in a really good spot. Halsey has been quick in the races. His like main struggle has been with his own internet, whereas the people around him, like Callum, like Rio, have had multiple issues with just getting into accidents or getting caught in other people's accidents. So I think Halsey's a good shot for the podium. And then who would be 3rd? I'm gonna say Phillip. I'm gonna say Phillip's 3rd.
Nice prediction. You know, I'm gonna make a bold prediction. I say Lion and Rio Fensum will be crashing out in turn 1. And both be DNF.
Ooh.
And I think Halsey will win this race with P2 Night Owl. And, well, I give TX Philip also a P3. To be honest, of course I do not hope for Lion if he catches out, but it will definitely spice the championship up a little bit, especially since Oofdog was not able to participate. The only other driver who seemed to be close to his skill level and challenge him to a championship worthy battle.
Yeah, it definitely seems like, at least in the current situation with Lion having not missed a race and Alfie having missed the first one and now this one, if Lion wins this, the gap goes up to 50 points, and with the fairly short season we have, I don't know if he can close that back up realistically without Lion having major problems.
Yeah, I think Oofdog will be, or Alfie as his name is that on Discord, will be hoping for a DNF from Lionel, an outside top 10 finish position. Well, we're seeing the drivers going on with the formation lap.
Let's see what tyres have we got as we go down the field. So obviously AC Lion starting on pole on those mediums.
No one
Then it is
chose.
soft tyres.
No one chose for the hard tires, so nobody think the hard tires are viable.
It's probably a good move. So we've got soft tyres from Rio Fensom, Halsey, Callum 11, TX Philip, Higino, and Callum 28. Then we've got Night Owl, General Jake, Ryan, Sciatic Hurdle, all starting on mediums. Minoy in 12th place, starting on the softs. Motorcycle, Raven, Luke Watkins, and Jay Wall also on mediums. Then we have Shaman on softs, Brewmaster on mediums, and Honest Raccoon rounding out the field on a set of soft tyres.
Well, I do can't deny that 3 people, well, Raven, Bronwen, well, could I just call him Raven, disqualified for the formation lap, so his tires will be freezing. Menai, Shamin, and Honderson both choose for the soft tires. Well, the rest outside of the top 10 went for mediums. So they are definitely going aggressive for the first stint, expecting to make a lot of overtakes. Well, I think Lion's internet is a bit dodgy again, because I saw him going through the wall and then teleporting back on the black stuff.
I was about to say, could you have a look at Lion, see if he's lagging for you? Because he's definitely jittering around a bit. Uh-oh.
What is going on with Lion's Wi-Fi? Because it definitely looks like, well, he offensive overtakes him in the formation lap.
I think... Oh wait, no, the AI takes control right after this corner.
Yeah. Either way, it looks like Lions has replaced his solid Wi-Fi from season 2 with a McDonald's Wi-Fi into this season.
Jay Wall disqualified from the formation lap right at the end, so is Luke Watkins. I don't know what happened at the back there. The pack was all bunching up out of the last corner as well. I don't know if Lion was backing them up or if it was just people a bit further back all squeezing in, just trying to get that little bit more temperature in their tyres.
I think there's also like the AI just slowing down. Because I think the AI take control right after turn 19.
Yeah, I think it's like just a little bit up the straight. Oh, the clouds have suddenly rolled in. Lion on pole. What are we waiting for?
I don't know, the lights are still not on.
Holding. Oh, the lights are coming on now. Here we go. 5 lights, and we are going Imola. Great start from Lion. Not so well from Rio Fensom. Coming under pressure from Halsey immediately. We see Night Owl looking to the outside of the Williams of TX Philip, who's already made a move up into 4th. There's contact further back. There's a bit of debris. I think that came off of the AlphaTauri of Higino. As Halsey looks to the inside into the rumor.
The back of the grid is a whole wall zone with 3 whites, 4 whites, people off track. Well, I see a Red Bull in the gravel. I believe that was Brewmaster.
Yep, Brewmaster's gone off. I think somebody's completely lost their front wing. They have.
Image.
It's
Static
Hurdle completely without a front wing, and Halsey. Well, I thought he actually got the move done on Rio Fensum. He hasn't, but Lion's around. Lion's out. The championship leader out of the race.
Oh, I jinxed it. Not exactly with Rio Fensum crashing out as well, but this changed it.
Milkman,
What
have you done?
I have spelled a curse on Lion. I think, of course, with all due respect for Lion, it's for the best for the championship. It gives some new life. New people can go for the win. With Rio Phantom having the best position for now. It doesn't look like it was contact between Rio Phantom and Lion, because Rio Phantom's wing is still in one piece. He did not pit for it.
Interestingly, I think worth noting, it is only a virtual safety car. Raven speeding into the pit lane and a 5-second penalty for collision with Static Hurdle. That's impressive, because I think Hurdle was ahead of him, so that's worrying. 3 cars into the pits, so that's Hurdle, Brewmaster, and Raven. I saw debris early on. I'm not sure if that was from Higino or not. Higino.
Well, we continue racing, and Rio Phantom has a 6/10 gap of Halsey. TX Phillips is behind with like almost more than a second. Callum 11 is very close to TX Phillips, challenging him for P3 at the moment. Nightal is now the lead medium runner in P5 with 9/10 behind
Luke
Callum.
Watkins and General Jake both having a spin out of Aqua Minerale. Luke Watkins visibly resetting to track. I just caught the end of that. Meanwhile, I jump up a little further up the grid. Honest Raccoon looking to the inside of Motorcycle and gets the move done before they even.
Well, Jay will get the move done on Luke Watkins at the chicane. I forgot the name of it.
Wait, which one?
There's
like
chicane,
3 of them.
Chicane is sector 3.
Variante Alta.
Sounds very Italian.
Luke Watkins into the pits. It does.
Luke Watkins go for an early stop, and it looks like he is replacing his wing, so he had minor wing damage.
They climb up the hill, the leaders now. Just a little spread out. Callum 11 and TX Phillip. So far, TX Phillip into the position we predicted him to be. Although, I do want to point out something that has been mentioned by our intrepid reporter in the pits, Icelandic Rob. Rio Fensum supposedly hit Lion, which led to the spin.
Oh, so my prediction was correct! These two came together, and not Rio Fensum did not DNF, but Lion definitely did. Oh, I jinxed it so bad.
That is another finger curls on the monkey's paw tonight, as Halsey hunting down the Alpha Tower of Rio Fensum. The gap staying basically the same, but DRS is now available for the Ferrari, and this is going to close him right up. It's so powerful down the start straight here, looking to the inside. No, thinking better of it.
And so far it looks like it's Halsey and Rio Fensum at the moment who is battling for the win, because TX Phillip is not able to keep up with them. Also, probably because of the pressure of Callum 11 very close to him. Well, I'm taking a look at who are the big winners at the moment, and the biggest winner with a very impressive 11 position gain is Honest Raccoon. And Shaman also is a bigger winner with 5 position gains. Jay will as well. So good job on those people. And the biggest loser, there are the really biggest losers. Eugenio, General Jake, and Skelter Kill has both 4 position lost. But I say the biggest loser is the AC Lion, who DNF'd with supposedly contact from Rio Fensum.
Halsey right on the back of Rio Fenton now as they come into the final pair of corners. Something also mentioned.
Oh, Rio
and there's
Fenton
a
has
3-second time penalty.
Very early on as well. Well, I keep an eye on Callum 11.
Someone also to keep an eye on for this race, Night Owl in 5th place at the moment, starting on mediums. He will come into play towards the end.
Callum 11 making the overtake stick, getting in P3 right now.
Easy DRS overtakes for both Ferrari powered cars, but now the question is, can Halsey start to pull away? Oh, Rob is saying to unplug and plug your mic back in. Apparently there's crackles are back.
From me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, Rio Fenton now in the toe of the Ferraris. They come down the hill. Can he keep close enough to make the move straight back past as they get to the start straight and the DRS zone once again?
Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. Are the crackles gone? Icelandic Rob. Oh, when Ryan gets very close to the rear of Callum 28. Ryan is definitely putting the pressure on him. Ryan by far the superior driver on mediums as well. Woo. He had again almost contact. Well, Ryan, like we said before, is ignoring safety regulations with not wearing a helmet. Good job, Ryan.
Oh yeah, it's better now. Halsey did take the lead. He did set the fastest lap, immediately beaten by Callum 11, but he pulled that gap to 7/10 before they got onto the main straight, meaning the gap's only gone down 2/10 there.
I don't think...
Rio Fenton struggling to close that gap.
Callum 28 survives another round from Ryan.
Oh, will he survive this? Ryan looking to the outside.
Oh,
he does.
Callum 28's very smart choose position of the inside and keep 6th place for now. But also Hannes Wakun is very close to him as well, so we have a very nice three-way battle. While I have an excellent spectator cam view of them from the helicopter.
As they come over the crest of the hill once again.
And Hannes Wakun also overtook Ryan.
I missed where that happened.
I wasn't paying attention, to be honest, because I was so enjoying the view. Oh, they're going...
This is a bold place to try a move. Backs out of it, probably smartly to do so.
Indeed.
And now Honest Raccoon will keep the pressure on as they come down into the final 2 corners. DRS will be available for him once they get onto the start straight.
Well, Halsey has taken P1 from Rio Fenton on track. Will Rio Fenton try? No, he will stay behind because he has shut down his DRS already.
TX Phillip takes back 3rd place as his teammate. Honest Raccoon moves up to 6th. The Williams are on a charge. Meanwhile, Ryan in the Mercedes not able to get close enough to Callum right now.
That shows that Callum is doing a very good job in this race so far, keeping the supposedly better drivers at bay. Well, Callum goes right, but I think that is warning, but no penalty yet.
Nothing yet so far, but the driver's pushing hard.
Well, Raven get a 3 seconds time penalty for exceeding track limits.
I don't think that will hurt him too much at the moment, down in 18th place, not really going to lose much. A bit of a gap ahead as well. I think they may have had some more issues after their early problems that they served under the virtual safety car. Honest Raccoon has just flown away from Callum. 1.4 seconds already. Halsey nearly out of DRS range. Is he? Yes! Rio Fenton did not have DRS on the start straight, so Halsey has pulled that gap enough. So has TX Phillip. So the lead seemingly settled for now.
Yes, very surprisingly, Callum 11 didn't manage to get back in his DRS. And also, Nigel doing a very good job on the mediums, kind of keeping up with the soft runners for now. And also knowing the softs will be going off in probably 2 laps time, probably between 2, 3, 4 laps time. So he will be, I think the mediums will be soon the better race tire, and Nigel will be closing up with Callum 11.
Meanwhile, Speaking of
Oh,
Callum,
we have
Callum 28.
you have a yellow flag at sector 1, and it is Hyginio losing an end plate, so there's definitely been a collision there.
He had a little off at the second chicane. I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but Ryan
I think
did
that
manage
could
to
have
finally
been
get
contact
past.
between Hyginio and Shaman or J-Wall.
Ryan did manage to get past Callum finally on those medium
Well,
tyres.
Shaman goes very wide at uphill double right-hander.
They come into the final corner. Can Callum close? He stayed close enough. He stayed closer for DRS, so he might be able to come straight back at the Mercedes. This is a familiar looking battle.
Definitely. Oh, right. Goes to finish, but Callum makes the overtake stick. But Callum
DRS.
is driving the race of his life at the moment, and my team principal makes me so proud. They go up so fast.
Did you know that? Did you know definitely into the pits there's got to be a front wing change for the Alpha Tauri?
3-second time penalty for Ryan.
Yep, there is a new front wing going on the Alpha Tauri there.
Very unfortunate for Hyginio right now. I think for all the back markers at the moment, they desperately hope for a safety car. Laru must get a 3 seconds time penalty for exceeding track limits. I'm sorry, guys.
I don't know if Rio has made a big mistake in the last lap or so, but that gap has jumped up to nearly 3 seconds between him and Halsey, and he's lost a load of time to Philip and Callum. Only about a second and a half now.
I think there's a possibility he has a big map of oversteer.
Shaman moving up into the points as well has just overtaken J-Wall there in the Alfa Romeo, although he may have timed it wrong because I'm pretty sure J-Wall's going to be able to come straight back at him with DRS. And speaking of DRS, here comes Ryan again. Looking to the outside of Callum, small bit of contact.
Ooh,
Keep it together.
I hope there will be no wing damage for Callum.
I think it was a minor bump of wheels, and there we go, J-Wall flying back past Shaman there, the DRS once again putting in the work.
I have to say, Shaman has so far, in my opinion, the best season yet. Like, of course, like, we know that he started off as one of the weakest drivers of NXR, but right now he's really holding his own in the midfield, staying out of battles he cannot win, staying out of incidents, and grabbing minor points in the regular. I mean, Shaman proves that he is a driver that is willing to improve, and I think Shaman is showing this season that this will be his best season ever, and if that will be a possibly tier 3, that he does not belong there. Well, Shaman overtook J-Wall again at the same corner. Like, J-Wall is, I guess J-Wall is struggling.
Ooh! Rio Fedson in the wall, crashed out of Tamburello.
Oh no.
Just a huge off. He crashed to the inside wall. TX Phillip had hunted him down. He was now in DRS range, but the overtake doesn't need to come anymore. The Alpha Tauri losing the car.
What happened to J-Wall? J-Wall
crashed on pit entry?
Yeah, he did.
Minoy, Shaman, General Jake. Shaman seemingly having a 5-second penalty he's serving.
I have a theory, and if someone has a spot that can confirm it or deny it, I think Shaman and J-Wall went together into the pit side by side, and J-Wall got worse of it.
Well, the people who have come in, Shaman putting on the hard tyres, medium tyres for Minoy, hard tyres, for Sadic Hurdle, mediums for Luke Watkins, Ravens in the pits as well, Higino's on a set of hards.
Well, this play in the hands of the people who got unlucky at start of the race and were back markers. They close in right to the back again. And I think,
It very much plays in favour of those on softs as well, as Halsey comes on in to get rid of his soft tyres. Philip will do the same. Callum 11 probably going to get rid of his. Will Nightowl.
It's a horrible lap for the medium runners to have a safety car right now, because are they pitting for hards or staying out? Well, Ryan and Nightowl both goes in, so they both They are going for the hard tires.
There is a big mix of tyres coming here because we've got Halsey and Phillip both
Ryan
deciding to go
goes
for
for a
the mediums.
two-stop because he's going for another set of mediums. That means that he has to pit again for assuming these softs. That's a bit of
we've got
odd strategy call.
We've got a lot of strange things going on here. No one seems to quite be sure what the right move is because Halsey, Phillip, both on mediums. Callum 11, Night Owl, Callum 11 and Night Owl on hards. Honest Raccoon and Ryan have gone for another set of mediums. Callum 28 and Motorcycle are on hards. Brewmaster in right now putting on a set of softs. General Jake is on softs. Shaman's on hards. Manoy's on mediums. Hurdle on hards. Luke Watkins mediums. Hegino hards and Raven on softs.
Well, there's a couple of different tire strategy calls. Basically 50% of the grid thinks hard tires are the way to go, while the other 50% doesn't trust the hard tires. On this track. If you were them, Gilfos, what would you have done?
It is right. It's right around where you would want to be pitting if you were going soft to hards in the race. So soft hard definitely worthwhile. It's around the same sort of time you'd be pitting, I think. As for the mediums, the safety car will obviously help. That'll obviously protect your tyres for a couple extra laps. I don't know if it's gonna... If the race is green flag conditions all the way to the end, I think this could play in favour of the hards. Well, but I don't know if it will be.
I have watched the race of yesterday from Tier 1 just before this race, and an insider in the chat from yesterday told me that the mediums can make it to the end, but they will be in puncture territory. So assuming there will be no safety cars anymore, we could possibly see some punctures of the medium runners.
Brewmaster has come back in. I believe he started on mediums. He has done one lap under safety car on softs and then come back for another set of mediums.
I mean, where was
Brewmaster
before the safety car was?
I believe once the pit stop cycled around, because he was sort of out of sequence. He was, I think, 13th or 14th before he went in the pits.
Then I think this is a good 200 IQ play, because of course the safety car extended the tire life a little bit. And that he pitted 1 lap later for mediums. Basically means that at the end of all the other medium runners, his tires will be a little bit more fresher, and that could help him out.
Well, he's put on a set of used mediums. They are apparently 2 laps old, but the important part here is the fact that I believe he started on mediums. So he has done that 1 lap on the safety car on the softs to fulfill the requirement of using 2 compounds, and then immediately gone back to a set of mediums. Oh, safety car in this lap. The pack not entirely bunched up. Brewmaster just a little off the back.
Yeah, but Brewmaster will make it easily at the back. He's already there. So let's go to the front of the grid. And Halsey has gone. And oh, he has an amazing getaway. Go to the cutting, TX Philip sleeping. And TX Philip is in difficulties with 2 drivers close to him. Well, the McLaren and the Alfa Romeo drivers are going side by side into turn 1. And the Alfa Romeo driver gets P3 at the moment. I believe that's Callum 11. Yes, it is. Nigel is P4, Hannes Raccoon P5, Ryan P6, Callum P7, Motorcycle P8, General Jake P9, and Shaman P10. That's your top 10 for now. And breathe.
Halsey got a great launch. He just caught Phillip sleeping, and Callum 11 was on the back of Phillip, but Night Owl got an amazing restart, tried going for it, but just backed out and played it safe. He didn't want to risk too much there on the restart, keeping hold of that 4th place. Now this is going to let both Phillip and Halsey get away on those fresher mediums. They're gonna have the pace for this early part of the race now. Towards the end, we could see it switch over if there's no more pit stops.
And also to know, Helge has already more than a 1 second gap, and that means if he can maintain that 3 laps later, the DRS is enabled. He is out of DRS.
Yeah, he's already pulling the gap. Philip just managing to keep a little within. Although I don't know how Philip's pace was actually compared to Helge's towards the end of that last run, but speaking of pace, Night Owl has a lot of it on the hards, looking again up the inside of Callum 11, not able to find the space there on the inside though. They've got a pair of medium runners as well, with Ryan and Honest Raccoon on the back of them. Brewmaster joining back, he disconnected right as the restart happened.
Oh, do I need to invite him?
No, he just joined back.
Okay, cool.
But now, climbing up, what is this corner? What is it? Pirotella, that's what it's called. Here they go, through Pirotella. Charging downhill, another penalty coming in for Raven Branwen. Night Owl, so close to the back of the Alfa Romeo.
Luke Watkins and Raven are not having the time of their life at the moment. They are so far away from the back.
This field has split into basically three groups. We've got the top 7. Then we've got from Callum 11 back to, I believe that's Shaman. Sorry, the last car in that group is Sciatic Hurdle. And then we've got Shaman to not Luke Watkins, to Roomaster, making up this third pack. Now, Night Owl, once again, goes to the inside. He's well alongside, but not willing to commit to the move.
I think he's waiting when the DRS is enabled, he can use it. So he have the overspeed. The
difficult bit is both times he's gone for that move, he's been well alongside.
Ryan is attacking Night Owl. Hello. And of course he has to ride down the way better medium tires. And does he make the move stick? Yes, he does.
He does.
So that means Ryan is now going to chase Callum in left and on the way better tires at the moment.
Honest Raccoon had a look into Aqua Minerale, not able to get the move done. Is he really going to try it into?
Oh, they are side by side.
Night Owl's smart.
Night Owl backed out. He knows the hard tires are not superior tires by now.
Oh, yellow flags. I believe that's Minoy around further back.
Yes, it is.
Look. Yes, it is.
It doesn't look like he got wing damage, so I guess it's just a driver error. Oh. He had a little snap over oversteer again, so I guess his tires are really hot at the moment.
Callum 11 picking up a penalty there.
And
he's going to be under pressure from the Mercedes.
And General Drake is trying to get a move done on motorcycle.
Raven crashing out another safety car.
Oh, and it looks like motorcycle with success has defended his position for General Jake. And this could be interesting because will be medium runners wait for another set of medium.
I think Raven's just crashed where we saw Jamie Jacko crash.
And another interesting fact, will Ryan pit for hards because he started on mediums, pitted for another set of mediums, so he needs to make another pit stop. Will he do that now on hards? Because I can confirm this, or maybe softs, but that will be a long stretch. Well, you have heard something interesting.
Have a look in the Tier 2 Discord. J-Wall has shown what happened in to cause his retirement, and it is unfortunate, but it is nevertheless funny.
Is it in the incident report?
No, it's in general for Tier 2.
Oh boy.
There's no incident to report there. Oh, some drivers coming in. Night Owl looking like he wants to get rid of those hard tyres. General Jake coming in as well. That's unfortunate.
Jay will try to do a Sebastian Vettel, but failed massively.
We shouldn't laugh because it's very unfortunate, but that was a shame.
It's great entertainment, but like, oh man, J-Ball.
We've had a couple takers for the pits. Night Owl putting on a fresh set of mediums. General Jake doing the same. Brewmaster putting on another set of softs. He doesn't have any mediums left, I don't think. Minoy has put on mediums. Luke Watkins putting on a set of softs. I don't know if he has any mediums left. The thing that I find interesting is that Night Owl has given up what was a top 5 place and put himself down to 11th.
Well,
I would
think
normally say that he's in a good spot because he's got fresh tyres and can overtake, but as we saw with Callum 11, Night Owl's a bit hesitant to commit to those moves.
Yeah, definitely, but I think he's counting on that the hard tyres take normally a lap, maybe 2 laps to warm up and get back to their true potential. And maybe of course the mediums doesn't have that issue really. So I think he's counting on that the mediums will provide a much better grip at the moment when the safety car comes in. But yeah, of course, it's a bit of a strange move because if I was him, I would not have pitted for mediums. Because I was P4, P3 with penalties. So yeah, I think it's an interesting tire situation, tire call.
I think this isn't the easiest track to overtake. Like, you can do it, like, if you have DRS and the car ahead of you doesn't, it's very easy. But when it comes to the corners, the overtaking zones here are limited at best.
Yeah.
So giving up basically half of the positions, it's not an ideal move, especially when you consider who he's got to fight his way through. Now, Higino's up ahead of him. Higino's not one of the fastest. I don't think we quite know what he's capable of when it comes to wheel-to-wheel racing, so we're going to maybe learn a little from watching that. There is a lifeline actually for Night Owl in the fact that the next 3 cars are Aston Martins and McLarens, all on hard tyres. So if they're feeling generous, he may get waved past all 3 of those.
Well, I think they are, because of course last season in Abu Dhabi, that amazing final race of the season 3, they all helped Royal Icelandic Corp to win his first Tier 2 championship. So I think they can do the same. Well, Night Owl supposedly gained a position on General Jake. How the hell did that happen?
No, it's Higino. Higino seems to have spun under the safety car.
Oh, he has no front
and
wing.
That's what's given the position to Night Owl. That's going to make life easier. The safety car is in this lap as well. Halsey backing the pack up.
And Gino's race is over because he has no front wing as well.
Here we are. Go. It was a much better start from Philip this time. He's right on the back of Halsey. Further down the order, Shaman letting Night Owl go. Loses out to General Jake in the process. Jake looking for a move on Night Owl. There's nowhere to go there. A little bit of moving from both drivers. Oh, and that is a big send from Brewmaster. Contact with General Jake.
That was too big of a risk from Brewmaster.
And there's the team orders. Sciatic Hurdle and Motorcycle, both immediately out of the way of Night Owl. No hindering their teammate.
They rely
on Motorcycle giving a bit too much and disconnecting, seemingly giving his internet to Night Owl as well. Could you invite him back?
With pleasure, Gilforce.
What?
I said with pleasure. I invite him back with pleasure, if I can find him.
Night Owl already back up to 6th. He's made his way past Callum. I was looking over at my laptop for a moment, missed the overtake. It should have been caught on stream. I think I was following Night Owl at the time. So now, he's almost back to where he was before the safety car. So I guess take what I was saying and ignore me. I know nothing. Night Owl has made a masterful move here.
I mean, like that is really some great racing, but now he will face a real challenge. Even the sorry guys, I pressed the wrong button. Can you...
Oh, you invite him to the party.
Yeah.
Oh.
I did. Yeah, my bad.
Oh,
Will you be so kind to leave?
Okay, yeah.
My bad.
Alright, we'll get him back in the race as soon as we can. Night Owl closing up to the back of Honest Raccoon. Raccoon putting the pressure on Callum 11. Callum 11 still on those hard tyres. The mediums should for now still be the better tyres. It has been a mess of a night here in Tier 2, not just in the race, but mostly in us. And now we come down towards Variante Alta, and no one quite able to make a move, nor would anyone be crazy enough to make a move at this moment in this pack. That corner is a risky one on the best of days.
And it looks like it will be a great day for Ferrari in both tiers, because Halsey is pulling away again from the DRS gap from TX Phillip. TX Phillip tried with all his might to stay within 1 second, but it looks like he will fail again. But on the plus side, he got away from the 1 second from Ryan, so he will not have any threat regarding from the P3 position.
I think the thing that's going to be interesting for me now is that as the disappearance of our deltas means that Motorcycle has been able to take control of his car, will Night Owl have the confidence to make the move? We saw him multiple times looking to make a move on Callum, but never having the confidence to stick it to the inside. And you know, he was like pretty much wheel to wheel with Callum a couple times and would back out, even though he would be more than entitled to space on the inside at a corner where you definitely can make the move fairly easily on the inside. So will he have the confidence this time to make these moves?
Well, one person at the moment who is standing out to me is Luke Watkins. Like, he had a horrible race, but right now find himself in the mix of P9 on soft tires who are 3 laps old. Ooh, a bit of movements from Jake, but I think there was some great defending, just parking his car in the middle of the track.
Ryan managing just to get in DRS range of TX Phillip. I don't think Callum was in range of Ryan though, so he loses out the position there to Honest Raccoon, and Night Owl gets stuck behind again.
Oh!
This Alfa Romeo
Luke Watkins
just
gets sent into the
up.
grass, but he still make the mistake on General Drake. Great racing, but it's not over yet.
These. So, from something I also saw in the Discord, there is some, not bad blood, but Luke Watkins has not been pleased with General Jake tonight. So there is some aggressive driving from.
No. Fuck Luke Watkins, internet.
Now Night Owl.
I
know he's having issues. He had a spin out of the first chicane and he's now gone off again at the second. Those
Luke Watkins
tires.
get a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. I'm gonna clip that
contact
because he was disconnected and I don't think it's fair for him to get that 5 seconds penalty.
So Night Owl has just lost an M plate through the Variante Alta chicane.
No.
On those slower hard tires, Night Owl too close, makes contact and the M plate is gone. Something worth noting though, in DRS range of Halsey now is TX Phillip. The red light is flashing on the back of that Ferrari. His ERS is low. He's going to be below 25%. So is Phillip. Both have the light flashing, but Phillip will have DRS. Ryan, however, sat behind the pair of them. How is he looking for ERS? Let's actually have a look at telemetry. He is very good right now for ERS. And that is not what you want to hear if you are Halsey.
You know, Gelfos, are you wondering how the hell did he...
Oh, Halsey goes wide.
And Ryan had a snap of oversteer. But are you wondering, with Ryan not wearing an helmet, how the hell did he not get a fly in his eye?
Contact. Very strong contact.
Okay, cool.
As it comes through the final two corners, TX Phillip is in range for DRS once again. He was very close to Halsey, lost a bit of time in those final couple corners, but the ERS is drained on that Ferrari. Phillip doesn't seem to be using his as aggressively now. The light isn't on. It is now blue flags for NXR. Manoy just ahead of the leaders. Gets out the way well. Not really holding anyone up. He is ghosted as well, so that makes life a bit easier.
Yeah, but he should get out of the way because that is the rules in NXR regarding the blue flags. Either way, even if you're ghosted, get out of the way. Don't hinder the other driver unless you're faster.
We have Luke Watkins back in the session now. I've just seen the deltas disappear, meaning he's got control of his car back. We don't need to see the deltas to see that this top 5 is very close right now.
Indeed.
And the big thing that we're going to have to keep an eye on, those top 4 all on mediums, their tyres equally worn. Who's not on mediums? Car number 5 in this... Actually, wait, no, sorry, he's not in this pack. That's Manoy's lap car. There's actually a gap between Callum and this lead 4.
Definitely.
I thought Callum had been sticking with them on the hards. I'm like, oh, he might be in the greatest position of all time.
Well, there'll still be a possibility at the end of the race that he will be closing up because the mediums will be gone most likely.
Let's see, what is the gap?
But like
6 temps between Phillip and Halsey.
Right now, with 6 laps to go, I think it's a great situation.
Phillip looking to the outside and takes the lead from Halsey. Sorry for jumping over you, but we have a move for the lead. Halsey, finally, after the spin for Lion, loses the lead that he has held for so long. And he's now going to be under pressure from Ryan as well, who has so much more ERS. Has he taken more out of the tyres? Has he used more of those softs than the others have?
I don't know, but like it's overwhelmingly how much more pace TX Phillip has at the moment.
I think the important thing to keep in mind though is that in this lead,
Oh,
never mind,
yeah.
right as I go to say it, right as I go to say that Halsey was the only one who had a penalty, he picks up a penalty. And now this is an all-out battle.
Oh, well,
You know
Ryan goes a bit wide and also... Oh,
Raven's out of the race.
he's out of the
okay.
race. That doesn't matter. But like,
I think
I'm going to read the penalty situations for the top 4.
you know what I'm going to say? We don't normally look at it. I think with this battle we have in front of us right now, we're going to have a little look. Oh my good golly. As Halsey goes up the inside of Phillip, the red light flashing on both cars. Phillip right on the back of the Ferrari as they come into the chicane. Ryan all over the back of him as well. There is very much a battle for the win. I think one of the cars involved in this pack might not be part of that battle once the penalties are taken into account.
Yeah, because Ryan has a 14-second time penalty. And
Honest Raccoon not doing much better either with 8, but he is... Ooh, is that team orders from the Mercedes camp, letting Honest Raccoon have a go now? He is now on the back of...
That is a
just quick
possibility,
changeover.
but like, yeah, I think Ryan let him go because of course, kind of teammates, and also he knows he has way more penalties than Honest Raccoon.
You know what is an awkward position to be in right now if you're Halsey?
Tell me.
Look at the 3 cars on the back of him right now. If you thought when like Red Bull having to fight against 2 Mercedes was bad in real F1, how about Ferrari having to fight 3?
I mean, also you gotta be prepared to use the big guns. Well, Ryan goes to make a pit stop.
Did Ryan get damage?
No. I know what it is. He didn't use a second different tire compound.
Oh no!
So
That's why he let Raccoon go. Is there going to be a switch between the Williams? No, Phillip actually defending from his teammate. This is going to let Halsey get a bit away. Honestly, if you're Phillip, it may be worth letting Raccoon have a go, because if Raccoon can hold up, hinder Halsey a little bit, maybe it could make it a little bit easier for him, but no. He is defending for that second place. It seems like it will be a fight for the Williams to fight, well, to squabble over the podium.
I truly hope it will be not a Hamilton-Rosberg situation in 2016 between the two teammates, but I think you're right. I think Jonas Raccoon should pass Philip and have a go at him, because Jonas Raccoon has more penalties than TX Philip at the moment.
He has less to lose. He can afford to be a little more aggressive. Philip might have just been within DRS range there, so he will stay close enough to Halsey.
Yes, he is in the
detection zone
DRS.
is just before the cornered. There it is.
But also, I think TX Philip maybe thinks that Jonas Raccoon can get his 5 seconds penalty removed. So I don't think TX Philip will take a chance of letting Jonas Raccoon by and possibly losing a P2. Even though they are
communication
teammates.
From the new Mercedes team principal, Rob, has apparently told them to work together, so who knows, maybe that was a recent instruction he's given to his drivers, or maybe that's something that he told them sooner but they were not working with. But Philip back into within half a second now of the Ferrari. He's closing in once again.
So do you personally think that they ignore the new principal team orders?
I don't know if they ignore it. I think it's fair to say that it normally seems like Philip has been the faster of the two Williams, so he may be a little reluctant to just give the place up if they were going to switch.
Well, I
He
think
definitely seems
that
like
can
he has a shot.
the case, because Jonas Raccoon is out of DRS.
He is. He's lost DRS to his teammate, but Philip is still within range of Halsey. As we come up 3 laps to go here at Imola, we've had a bit of a chaotic race. Maybe not so chaotic as it was last night, but my goodness, has it been a great little battle here. The championship leader crashing out early, and now we have a almighty fight between Halsey and both Williams, although Raccoon falling further and further behind. The red light of death blinks on the back of the Ferrari. Does he have anything more he can give to defend once they get back to the start straight?
Well, I'm just seeing that General Jake did... Oh, no, never mind. General Jake did make the move on Agino and make a stick, but Agino is close to him and has DRS on him as well, so he could possibly overtake him.
You say Ryan in the Mercedes has managed to make his way back up into the points on those soft tyres. He's just overtaken
General
Shaman
Jake is
for
pitting.
10th.
General Jake is pitting. Does he have spring damage?
For the Alpine.
Is he just making another stop? He's just making another stop.
The gap half a second as they come through the final 2 turns. Halsey using every inch of the curb that he's able to. Philip a bit more conservative, loses a couple temps due to it, but he'll close that back up very quickly thanks to DRS.
And Nighthawk right now is on the back of Shaman. Shaman struggling with the grip at the moment because he went very right at the
to the outside! Not able to do it. Philip had a look to the outside into turn 1, but he was not able to get the job done. I think we're going to go on board for this lap, as we've got 2 to go here at Imola. Philip giving it everything, goes a little wide, loses a bit of time to Halsey there. I think Philip...
Yeah?
No, Philip has definitely won in Tier 2, never mind, I'm an idiot. I remember he had a beautiful race at Monza, I think, in the first Tier 2 season.
No, it was in Season 2, I believe.
Well, first full season we did of it, because Season 1 was like 4 races.
Season was like maybe 2-3 races in Tier 2.
Yeah.
But either way, I don't care anymore what is happening behind everyone else, because this is a genius fight for P1. Even though, oh no, DSV seems to lose it.
But using a fair bit of DRS to keep within that DRS range, but he needs to be on full attack for this lap if he wants a chance to win this. Goes a little wide, gets a bit of the gravel. The DRS will compensate for that, but he won't be close enough as they come into turn 1 for the final time. He's going to need to be...
I think he has bottled it.
Halsey.
He is close, but not close enough. And this,
another 3 seconds for Philip, and he's lost it.
Oh,
no! Philip's out!
No! Not Philip!
This promotes Honest Raccoon up into 2nd place. Callum will move up to 3rd. That is so cruel.
This is what makes racing so beautiful but cruel at the same time. Anything can happen, and if you make one mistake, your race is over. Phillips has proven that again.
Shaman was in position to steal a point there with Phillips' retirement, but he loses out to Night Owl down the start straight, right at the end.
I mean, it was a fight that he was always going to lose against fresh softs from Night Owl, against old hearts of Shaman.
Sure.
But this, it's such an anti-climax of the race.
It was, but it has been a great race and a brilliant drive from our winner here as he comes to cross the line. It's Halsey winning for the first time this season. General Jake taking fastest lap right at the end. Honest Raccoon comes home in second. Will he keep it due to penalties? We'll have to wait and see. Yes, he will. Callum 11 takes home third. Sadek Huddle fourth. Luke Watkins.
Oh, well, General Jake spins him out again.
No.
Lovely shots, General Jake.
Brewmaster gets fifth. Oh, never mind. Callum 28 jumps up fourth because of penalties?
Callum 28!
Wait.
Well done.
Right?
I think so. I didn't really pay attention because
Shaman's up to 8th with penalties.
I mean, some drivers had a lot of penalties. There has been a little investigation going on.
Seems like there were a load of penalties, but something seemed large about that gap.
I think there has to be a little investigation on, so if any of the Tier 2 drivers notice something odd about the current finishing standings, please report it to the incident report so the FIA can take a look at it.
Hey General Jake, we would appreciate if you weren't trying to do donuts. You are the only person we are waiting for.
Well, in this meanwhile, I'm gonna invite Callum 11 to the party.
I'm gonna double check once the results actually come in, so we can see what the times look like, because we'll be able to see the actual penalties.
Yeah, but I think the top 3 is like...
Yeah, the top 3 are spot on.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised by Callum suddenly shooting up, so we're gonna keep an eye on that once those cycle through.
Hello, Callum 11.
Hello,
please
Callum.
Include your audio. So take it away, Girlforce.
Are you good to go?
Yeah. I get it. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Well, it was a bit of a messy race further back, but you seem to be on a bit of a different strategy. How well do you think you were doing out there?
I mean, I think it was alright. I think I should have went on the mediums opposed to the hards. And then I was quite slow, but I got really lucky with Philip and Rydell getting damage. And then had a bit of a moment with a Night Owl where I went on the curb at the chicane. And I nearly crashed, so I had to take avoiding action, but I think I might get a penalty for that. I'm not too sure.
Is that how Night Owl got his damage?
Yeah, I think so. I think he went into the back of me. I had to go off the curb, and then I kind of had to brake, so I didn't get a penalty, and then I think I gave him a little bit of damage. But yeah, I think it was a good race, and yeah, congrats to Halsey, because that's a difficult job, especially track limits here. You know, it's really hard to not get penalties and stuff. So yeah, I'll take it.
Just to quickly cover something that we were talking about before you joined. Looking at the results, Callum 11 and Niall both had no penalties, while those up ahead were such as Hurdle and Ryan actually had decent amounts of time penalties, which explains the sudden jump in positions that we saw right at the end.
Yeah, I think that was a little bit of a glitch with Luke, because I think his gap was bigger than the amount of penalties he had, like with Susan Pipeman to Callum. So I think he might be P4 or P5, but I'm not too sure. I'll have to check that.
Because he got 11 seconds.
Yeah, I think
we will have to look back at that.
I think when he rejoined, the AI had gave him a penalty. I think he said.
Oh right, yeah, he had. Okay.
Well, either way, the Tier 2 drivers can put in the incident reports of the glitch out finishing position if there may be any, so the FIA can take a look at it. Either way, Callum, is this your first podium of the season, if I am correct?
Yeah, the season.
how are you looking forward for the rest of the season? Are you going to
Well,
battle for regular podiums?
I think today was a little bit of luck. You know, last season I think I was a bit better than I have been this season, but I think there's a few of my good tracks coming up, so 3 tracks I'm quite good at. So I think I'm quite positive and confident about like Canada, Japan, and like Saudi Arabia. I think that's at the end. Brazil, Monza next week as well. That's quite a good one. But yeah, good race. Happy with it.
Oh, congratulations! You put in a great drive today. I mean, solid qualifying, great result, getting the podium. So, well done.
Yeah, cheers.
Keeping out of trouble as well, more than anything. Tonight seemed to be the golden thing.
Alright, cheers lads.
Have a good one, Callum.
See you
Yeah, you
later.
too. Bye.
Alright, I have invited Hannes Bakoon, our P2 runner for today. I hope he's able to join, and he is.
There we go.
Hello, Hannes Bakoon.
Hello.
Don't forget to include your audio.
It is included.
Right, well, you were looking on course for a podium for most of that last run there. Probably a position higher than expected going into the last lap, but
Yeah.
how was that for you?
Yeah, it was a shock seeing Philip just go straight on at turn 4, but yeah, it's unlucky because Williams could have got some brilliant points there, but we made the most of this weekend, I think, and we'll be even stronger in Monza.
So, we were wondering, like, at one point, was there any essentially team orders between the two of you? Because you two were, and with Ryan up there as well, with the 3 cars all being from the same stable, was there any like teamwork going on, or was it just sort of every man for himself?
We weren't talking to each other, but I feel like we all knew what sort of race we had going on. And for example, at the start, I was on softs and Ryan was on the mediums, so I was kind of expecting him to pull aside. And when he did, I did a little weave to say thank you, and then it got to the point of that safety car, and I thought might as well return the favour. So I let him back past, and we caught up to Halsey and Philip. Oh.
And how do you feel towards the rest of the season? I believe this is your first or second podium of the season, and you're doing quite good at the front of the pack. Are you trying to battle for consistent podiums?
I mean, I'd like to. It definitely came as a shock, this podium. I was not expecting it from starting last on the grid, but it's definitely boosted my confidence 100%. So hopefully more in the future.
Well, we look forward to seeing more from you. Obviously, next week we go to Monza with actually our first attempt at sprint qualifying as well. How do you feel about that?
I'm feeling myself, but we'll see how it goes.
Fair enough. Congratulations on second.
Yeah, thank cheers, guys.
We look forward to seeing more from you, and then have a good night.
Yeah, thank you very much. Congratulations to Halsey as well. Deserve that win.
Alright, thank you very much, Hannes Bakoon, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah, cool. Cheers, guys.
See ya.
And
No.
well, here it
There he is.
our third different race winner of the season, Halsey. Welcome, Halsey. Don't
Hello.
forget to include your audio.
Yeah, I've already included it. It's all good.
Alright, Halsey. How did you feel like you won this race? Well, Lion crashed out at the first lap of Imola. How did you feel like you took the maximum opportunity to take this win?
I mean, obviously with Lion crashing out, he was lagging like crazy. I think it was lagging a lot, so you couldn't really tell where he was. And then Ryu, obviously misjudging where he was, he hit the back. And then I don't know what happened to Ryu, but then I saw the opportunity. I realised I had decent race pace. I got the strategy to hopefully what I wanted, and just tried to minimise mistakes and get the safety car restarts right. And from there, it was a good battle with Philip for the win. It's gutted for him, to be honest, because he retired. It's very unlucky for him because we had a really good battle, and he definitely deserved to be on the podium.
Can you tell us a little bit what happened between TX Phillips Crash? Was it like a little bit too aggressive fighting between the two of you, or was it more like a driver error from Phillips' side?
I saw in the rear review mirror I had. I think he just because it was on the last lap, I think, and he just obviously must have won over the curb and oversteered, and then he span off. But we definitely didn't have any contact. But I just saw him spinning from behind me, which must have been extremely frustrating for him.
Well, we have another one joining our party while we're still doing our interviews, so Shaman, please stay quiet. How are you looking forward for the rest of the season, Halsey, knowing now that you have knowing you have your first win of the season? Are you aiming to get even possibly more, even with Lion and Oofdog in this competition?
Yeah, obviously, I'm hoping the Wi-Fi was pretty solid for you guys today. It was, I think, a bit improved from the normal. And
to be honest, I didn't notice that you had McDonald's Wi-Fi today, so it was good.
It's working. So, yeah, with the improvements here, I'm hoping to be able to at least get more podiums or wins, because I think I've got the pace to be able to get the podiums and sometimes challenge for the wins. It's just sometimes the technical problems have let me down. So now, but we don't have them, I mean, I think this is a good chance carrying on throughout the season to hopefully get some more wins, pole positions, some podiums. I think it's definitely possible now.
And last question, how are you feeling towards the first sprint qualifying of the season?
It's interesting. I'm looking forward to it because I've never done anything like it before the sprint. So I have no idea how it's what's the outcome's gonna be like with everything. So I'm looking forward to the new challenge, as I've never experienced the sprint in a league race. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the new challenge.
Alright, Gilvos, do you have so many questions?
Well, this is a question that I feel like I know what the answer might be, but do you think, especially with the fact the Lion is out now, do you think there's a chance in the championship, or do you think it's still very much...
There's always a chance in the
going,
championship. Always a chance. I'm not gonna stop fighting for the championship until it's impossible. That's what it was like last season. I'll just keep going until it's physically impossible, and then I'll try fight for second, so on, so on. So yeah, my target is still my realistic target, because I'll be honest, it's going to be a 1 in a million to beat Lion. He's incredible this season, but my realistic target is to get the top 3. But I'm not going to stop fighting to try win the championship, of course. Yeah.
Well, we look forward to hopefully hearing from you again next week.
Yeah.
But until then, congratulations and have a lovely night.
Thank you, you too.
So, that was a interesting race tonight, as we go through the hills of Imola, I guess.
Yeah, it was a very spectacular race with a last lap upset from TX Philip. I'm sure he will be smashing his wheel at the moment. But yeah, next week, first sprint qualifying of the season. How do you think it will be, Gilforce?
I think it will be interesting. Monza, even in the real life sprint qualifying, was a track that very much seemed to lend itself to just becoming a DRS train. I hope we don't get that. I hope we get some really good racing and a lot of wheel-to-wheel battling, but we will have to see.
I think one thing that will makes it more spectacular than in real life sprint race is that we all have to pit. Because it's basically a 25% race, and we have to pit, so we will definitely see some different tyre strategies around Monza.
True, plus with penalties coming in as well, we don't quite know who's going to go where.
Indeed.
But we won't know until the race gets underway, and that won't be happening until next Monday. Obviously, we will be returning with both me and Milkman racing come next Sunday, with Shaman and Lots as your commentators for Tier 1. The pair of us will be back commentating next Monday for Tier 2. But until then, it will be goodbye from me.
And it will be goodbye from me.
Have a lovely night, guys.